Thank you, Madam Speaker. To quote Shakespeare, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the sun. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I stand and I appreciate the opportunity, Madam Speaker, to speak in opposition to this bill for three main reasons. First of all, I think it's another nail in the coffin that that Connecticut's unfriendly to business. Second, I believe it will really severely reduce the number of these minimum wage jobs that are available. And third, I sincerely believe it will have a disparate impact on our inner cities. So before I begin addressing my three reasons for opposing this bill, I want to address what I think is a mischaracterization in the title of the bill, an act increasing the minimum fair wage. I don't see this as the minimum wage. I see this as the entry-level wage. What we are talking about is the wage that an employer gives to their employee when they first start out learning the trade, learning the skill. And as they improve and they become more valuable to the employer, if the employer is able, they give them a salary increase. So I will be referring to this as the entry-level wage, not minimum wage. I want everyone to stop here and think about the opportunities, not just for the job, but think about the first low-level job you ever had. Think about the feeling and the joy and excitement you got from that first paycheck. For me, I worked at Spadarro's Appliance Sales and Service. I started down in the basement, helping to maintain the equipment and keep it clean, and eventually I learned a trade. Yes, I learned to fix things like toasters and appliances. This was at a time when people actually repaired things rather than just throwing them out and buying a new one. But I can still remember the first paycheck I got and the reality that there were taxes taken out of that paycheck. Wow, that was an eye-opener. Nonetheless, I can still remember how I spent that paycheck. I took my girlfriend, who is now my wife of 46 years, out on a date. We went out to see a movie. We stopped at the A&W root beer stand afterwards, got 2 frosty mugs of root beer, some great hamburgers, and awesome onion rings. But the thing that really sticks in my mind was the following day when I said to my dad, "Thanks, Dad, for loaning me the car. And by the way, I filled up the tank with gas." I can still see the tear in the corner of my dad's eye. So colleagues, when it comes to vote on this bill, just think of the collateral damage. It sends a message to the business community: we don't like you. It will undoubtedly dry up the amount of jobs that are available, and I sincerely believe will have disparate impact on our inner cities. So I, for one, will be voting against this legislation, and I urge my colleagues to do the same. Thank you, Madam Speaker.